Hi, this is Ronnie, and this is my video response to Ohsnapgonzo's 500 Subbie Challenge. Sandra is having a challenge giveaway, and to enter you have to be a Subbie, and it's open to everyone. And there's like 3 ways to enter. One is a video response featuring Project Life's matchbook page or layout on a difficult subject. And you can also enter by sending her some stamped images or sentiment or something like that. And it ends the 18th. I think that's only 2 ways. So you better go to her channel and find out. I must not have wrote something down. Anyway, this is my layout. And this is my dad. My dad passed away several years ago. And if I had made this layout before he passed away, it'd been a little easier to make. I did purchase this die cut from a local scrapbook store that we don't have anymore to do the layout, and just never did get it done. And also bought the paper at the same time. Anyway, his favorite song is The Long Black Train. And I was going to make the layout originally because when he started, that song came out and he was listening to it, he was already blind, and so he didn't have a lot of things to do, and he would sit and listen to TV and that CMT channel, and he loved the song The Long Black Train by Josh Turner. And one Christmas he asked for that CD for Christmas. Well, he didn't have a CD player, so he had to ask for a CD player too. And my sister got him a CD player, and my daughter got him the CD. Well, nobody knew they had already got those things, and he got that CD like 4 more times. He had like 5 CDs. So that's why I was going to make the scrapbook page originally. But then he passed away, and I had never got it made. And, you know, they play music at the funeral, and they were asking what music we wanted to have at the funeral, what songs. And I asked them if they could do the Long Black Train, that one was his favorite, and they said yes, that they had that in their collection and that they could play it. So I was glad that they'd be able to play it at his funeral. And they said I could bring like 20 pictures for a video, slideshow video, and I had never made a slideshow video, so I was pretty glad that they said they'd do it. But then when I started getting the pictures for a lifetime of somebody, 20 pictures didn't seem like enough. So I decided to learn to make a video, and did the video myself, and I put the Long Black Train in there and repeated it. So when it came to making this layout, it's been hard to make it, and I had never made it. So a challenge was one that made my first layout of my mom after she passed away, and a challenge is my first layout of my dad after him passing away. But I wanted to document it, and I made sure I put his name here because a few weeks ago my little granddaughter was talking about my mom. She says, your mom this and your mom that, and saying things because my mom collected dolls and different things, and she was talking about the porcelain dolls. And I said, what was her name? And she said she didn't know, she couldn't remember. And I told her, and she said, oh yeah, I remember now. But I thought, I don't want them to forget their names. And when she was alive, you know, my granddaughter called her Grandma Elsie. But after she passed away, she got in the habit of saying your mom. And so I decided to make sure I put their names on the scrapbook pages so that when they look at the scrapbook page, because my grandkids look at them a lot, they'll see the name and it'll help them remember. So I made sure I put The Long Black Train and favorite song and his name here. And then off the internet, I downloaded The Long Black Train and printed it out. And the title, I used 4 different sets of alphas, and the first one here, I used Pebbles, stickers, and I got these from Tiffany Westbrook. And then the long, I got them from Tiffany also, and they're the marquee, and I just love them. They're not very sticky though, but that's fine with me because they look great on the page anyway. And then the black, I used rain boots. And then the train, I used the meadow. And the paper I used in the background, some I got, like I said, at the scrapbook store before he ever passed away, and he's been gone several years. And I wanted the music notes and the keyboard, and I kind of wanted to mute them, so there's a piece of vellum across here muting this. And then, like I said, I printed this out on some cardstock. And then my journaling about him liking the song and me using it for the funeral and everything is in here. And I was going to use some twine or jute or something here, and I didn't have no black jute, so the twine didn't look very good. And which is good because I think I like it better with this. And this is a photo turn with a brad, and I put that where the hole was on the tag. And the tag I used is a Sizzix tag, and it was a little short for what all I wanted to say, so I just cut the top part, and then I used my scissors to make it longer and rounded it with my corner chomper. But over here I also used some brads, the music note ones. Anyway, that's my layout, and I wanted to thank Sandra for the challenge because I finally got it done. It's not exactly like I planned to start with because I was going to make it a little bit more fun, but I think it documented him and his favorite song, and how much he liked it. You'd call their house, and a lot of times you'd hear that playing in the background because he had it playing so much. Before he went blind, you'd call their house, and you'd hear Pac-Man. Him and my mom would sit and play Pac-Man for hours on end against each other. And you'd call, and it was so funny. Here you would call people you would think was elderly, and you'd be hearing Pac-Man. Every time, you hardly ever would call and didn't, because they put many, many hours in on that. Which I need to make a scrapbook page of that too, because I don't want anybody to forget that, because we used to laugh and talk about that all the time. Anyway, that's my layout, Sandra, and you still have time to get in on Sandra's challenge. It ends August 18th at midnight, and like I said, you can mail her some stamped images if you don't want to do the layout. Something that she can use on a project life or a layout, and you get 3 entries for that. Anyway, thanks again for the challenge, Sandra. And everybody go on over and check her channel out. Bye. And thank you all for watching. Bye again.